There's an image earlier, folks, with Trump and Zelensky and J.D. Vance also. He's outside the picture here, get involved in a heated, nasty argument between Russian occupation of Ukraine and Zelensky making the record straight that, yes, they want peace with a security measures in place. But what Russia did, what Putin did, they started this war. It's been going on really since 2014 with the the incursion in Crimea and what happened there with the Obama administration. But then Trump was president, and the Russians are still there. A lot of things going on. Trump claims that if he was president in 2020, that Putin would never have invaded Ukraine. I don't know. We don't know if that would have happened or not. I think Putin is just obsessed with taking Ukraine. He doesn't believe in the culture, the language, the people. Putin is has an evil heart, as they said. He's the one who wants to control Ukraine at any cost, costing thousands and millions of lives of Ukrainians and Russians. It's been an awful war. But what happened here at the White House, shameful. I think the deal is off, the peace deal between the three of them. I think the world shouldn't. This should happen in private backroom deals. This should have happened somewhere else, not in front of the world to see this. The only person that gets off this is Putin. He's really enjoying this to see allies, Ukrainian allies, and Trump going at it here. The Europeans cannot be happy with this. This is in their backyard. The U.S., of course, NATO allies. We don't want to see World War III. We want peace in the region, but of course, Ukraine has the right to their sovereignty, their independence. They will fight for that. Very grateful for the U.S., but who was wrong here was Putin. Putin was the one who started this war. He's been there since 2014, trying to steal Ukraine back, who's been free since the collapse of the Soviet Union. Independent nation, their own culture, and what Putin's done is war criminal, indicted war criminal out of The Hague. He's an indicted war criminal. But this was amateur hour. This was pure amateur hour with Trump, how he acted with Zelensky, and J.D. Vance exacerbated the situation too, stepping in there, and it was just embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to see two allies and Zelensky leaving the meeting, no deal for the minerals for the U.S. in exchange for security measures. Nothing, it all fell apart. Maybe Marco Rubio can salvage the deal, Secretary of State, with a U.S. envoy go out there, but I mean, this is awful, awful. I mean, before he called him a dictator, he said that the war, the Russians did not start the war. Yes, they did. Zelensky's not a dictator. The only dictator, like New York Post, the New York Post put a picture out there. This is a dictator. This is a dictator to Putin, not Zelensky. Who is the clown? Trump. He's acting badly. He doesn't understand foreign policy, history, or what have you. He is really, for whatever reason, he really admires Putin. Maybe Putin has something over him. I don't know. There's been rumors about that for years, speculation about Miss Universe contest and out there in Moscow years back ago and what he might have on him. I don't know, but it's just that's something we want to be friends with. He doesn't represent our moral values. Putin, former KGB, like John McCain said, when I looked in his eyes, what did I see? KGB, KGB, KGB. He's no friend of ours. Hopefully Russia one day will have free democracy. They won't have this dictator there, and Putin will die soon of some health issues. But right now, this is an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment president. Zelensky is fighting for his people, for their freedom and independence. Just like the U.S. did against the British back in 1776, this is Ukraine's 1776, and they will fight. They will fight on. And the right thing to do, just like the French support us, is to support the Ukrainians in their battle to wear out the Russian army, wear them out, run them thin, so hopefully they can collapse and people will rise against Putin and then put a real friend in place. But what happened today, shameful for the president, disgraceful action, an embarrassment, and J.D. Vance showed what he is, a little lackey for this Donald J. Trump, not fit to be president.